Are we facing our shadows with Lilith in the mix? Let's take a look, Divine Feminine. What a way to round off the month. Okay, we do have the Lilith energy coming through in your reading. We will tuck into it and get into the deeper mix of what this is meaning. If you are wanting a personal booking, you can go to the link below. Very separately, we do have the membership that does have this content pre-released within the dark super chats. If you do want to join any of our super chats, you can click the link on any of the super chat live sessions and prepay ahead of time and ask your question, or you can join our YouTube membership and have a private session in there. Now, without further ado, let's take a look at Divine Feminine's energy. I have named this Lilith or Eve. And I do feel, really looking at your cards, the positive thing is you are mirroring Divine Masculine. However, there is a slight message that is coming through to me by looking at your overall energies that some of you could feel, and I see this a lot, especially in our ascension process. I do feel Divine Feminine is attempting to move forward fiercely. Sometimes when we've gone through shadow work, we can swing the pendulum a little bit too far in the other direction and, raise the bar, so to speak, but we can become slightly imbalanced. And it can almost be like, the inner child energy, the sacral chakra, the solar chakra is overactive. So just keep an eye on that energy there. I also do feel, because Lilith is in the house of Virgo at the moment, we are really facing a shadow energy. Mercury within its direct, especially directly impacting your energy, Divine Feminine. I'm definitely seeing you looking to the past here. Now, we have the crowning energy, Goddess of Destruction. Now, it's in reverse. You could actually be thinking to yourself, look, I've been holding myself back. Why is this circumstance been happening? Why am I where I am right now? And I feel you're having a revelation. You could be moving through an energy where you're shifting it and you're kind of moving out of your way to liberate yourself to move forward. But for some of you, it could be that you are not the one that is stuck. And we always are joint energy. So somewhere there can be a situation going on, which can be a spiritual blockage. Now, I would never recommend on a day-by-day basis physically looking at it, because you really will get quite peeved at it. But when the trigger comes up, if you find it's a new circumstance or you find it's a common circumstance, it's a great time to do shadow work in that instance. What I am seeing is Divine Feminine is wishing and desiring to move ahead. Now, I do feel that you're looking to the past and you're kind of saying to yourself, look, I was really open. What I'm trying to attract in is somebody who is open with me. You have done the hard work to get into the yin and yang. But again, in the heart of this, it is saying that there is a mask in this situation. I also do feel you're not quite sure what direction you want to go in. You do want to move forward, but there's some element of apprehension. And again, there can be some shadow work that we are directly facing. And this can be a darker side, a shadow side. It can be due to wounds and unresolved feelings. I'm noticing the energy of the individual that is looking in the mirror. Now, they are both wearing two different outfits, which to me is really, in this instance, especially relating to the title, it's a little bit of Eve and a little bit of Lilith. And I think really too, I wouldn't say embrace it and say, hey, having a darker side, having the vortex of my memories define me, that not necessarily is a positive thing. It doesn't mean that we're bad in that instance. Again, I do feel there is a bit of an energy shift here, but you directly don't know what direction you're going in at this point in time. So the heart is speaking to you, but the heart could be speaking from a space of a wound. I feel many of you are getting very realistic. Many of you are getting out of the funk. I do feel there is a pocket group of you that are really wanting to start to care for yourself. And again, there is an element where divine feminine could be a little bit critical on themselves at this point in time. But I'm definitely seeing in the past position, there's some confusion because you do remember who this person used to be. They used to be quite open with you. It's what planted the seed of hope in the very beginning. But I also feel for you spiritually, you're having a revelation that you can't do this connection on your own. Some of you are coming to a deep understanding that there is a circumstance going on with counterparts energy and that has nothing to do with you. And I do feel you're very much wanting to return to that happiness. You're not wanting to stay in this vibration. I do get with this Lilith energy, though, is that this individual is very tempted by you, but you could have some heart chakra that is still clearing, especially post-moon in Leo, and the fact that Lilith is in the house of Virgo. It's almost feeling that you're shedding old belief systems. Some divine feminines could actually be walking away from a karmic situation. I do feel you're finding your power, but it's within boundaries. I also feel you're having a revelation that if this person isn't showing up at this time, it's almost like you're not enabling. You could be channeling some of these frequencies and a tower moment going down between masculine and a karmic cycle. But I feel you're bringing the wheel down. You're bringing the tower down. I feel you could be haunting their dreams at this point in time. I do feel your guides are communicating with them. I'm hearing, and it's really weird, it's almost like a boarding pass. It's like a horn going. I wouldn't say the last call. It's almost like they're being called in. Universe is saying you're going to be able to have the strength, but I do feel you using your strength in different areas at this point in time. There is a wound that both of you do hold. They want me to dig deeper. I feel divine feminine moving forward. Divine feminine is worried that this person is being left behind. Yeah, there is. It's almost like you guys are saying that you guys are going to be brought together again, and this bringing together is to clear energy. I do feel some of you, this is happening on the 4D. This can be both of you entering each other's dream state. I do feel your oversoul's working on this energy. Sometimes how it can play out is they can come through in a dream. So you can be shown an image in a dream, and it is to diffuse the situation, but I definitely see masculine hair thinking about you very heavily. Okay. This new chapter, you're finding more confidence within yourself. And that's not to say you weren't a confident energy. I just in general feel a lot of it has really knocked us for 6 over the last few months. And I feel your energy in general is picking up, but you're very much owning your power. You're very much feeling getting into that space where you're saying to yourself, look, I have that self-love for me. I feel some of you are very seriously thinking about changing your appearance. Some of you are going to receive a message, but you may not necessarily respond. You guides are asking you to trust your instincts of how you want to deal with this circumstance. That will obviously depend on what the text message is. I do feel it's coming from Divine Masculine for some. But whatever this is, it is linking to your twin flame path. I still feel Divine Feminine is, I can't say not trusting it, you're apprehensive. I feel for those where this individual is actually reaching out. I do get that although you feel this is just going to be the same again, what is the point? I actually see this person still turning up. I see this person ascending into a king. Yeah, this is a maturing of the soul. Okay. Let's take a look at this crowning energy. Okay, I don't know why I'm getting after the storm. I do feel the smoke is dissipating. I do feel the storm is settling. I do feel some information is coming in. Some literally are communicating with this individual. It can be a spur of the moment thing. Just be very careful what you're sending. Really sit with it. Okay. They're also asking for you to not, be very careful how I say this, especially if a person's triggered. They're really going to misinterpret it. They are making reference to the fact that regardless of what you think, regardless of how you are feeling today, they do want you to very strongly know that you have been perfect in all your form. That the conflict is not to do with that. Some of you are going to be placed in a position of power. I also feel a chapter, it's almost like an offer is going to be coming towards you. This doesn't have to be a romantic offer. Wherever this is located, I feel it's almost like it could make you feel you are going in a different direction. And I also feel it's like the guides are making reference to the fact you want to be grounded before you make a decision. Some of them have a photo of you. This more than likely is a private, intimate photo. Or they're making reference to the fact you're very attractive, and it is sort of like a seductive photo. Some, they have actually retrieved this off your social media. And you're like, whoa. But there is a pocket group who, just in general, they have photos of you. Okay, they're wanting you to be brutally honest with the new chapter. Masculine is also making reference to the point that in order for this wound, honest to gospel, I cannot make this up. I'm literally, the last few weeks, every time I pull a clarify, the outcome card is reunion. I would so not be surprised if movement's happening. The funny thing is, with your outcome card, my loves, we have inner child coming up, and we have the divine masculine turning the back, even though it's almost like the umbilical cord, the deeper soul both yearn for each other. And so although feminine may feel she's moving forward, this could be going into runner mode or detachment, because, detachment is very different to running. It is actually calling divine masculine in, and they are looking over their shoulder. They're moving towards you. The clarifier was Pluto. I do feel that there is a shift within the dynamic between the both of you, but they're also making reference to, I'm seeing a white flag, and it's like, making peace. I will connect with you guys soon. Tell me how this lands for you. Try to keep grounded through the circumstance. I very much do feel this person has intent to reach out. I definitely do feel divine feminine has back off written all over her at this point in time. Doesn't mean to say that's a bad thing, but this person's not giving up. I'll see you for the joint connection. If you do want to grab a booking, you can get all the information directly below or join our super chats. Take care, beautifuls.